The Ontario legislature was finally back in action today for the first time in months. The government introduced legislation it says will make life cheaper for everyone in Ontario. Al Sweeney joined us from Queen's Park earlier today with more.
The opposition says this new legislation isn't going to do much of anything to help people, while they say the government is just not dealing with serious issues facing the province. After an extended Christmas break, the opposition was demanding the Conservative government apologize for its legislation that limited public service salary increases, but was struck down by the courts.
My question to the Premier is, will he apologize to Ontario's hardworking nurses, PSWS, teachers, educational assistants, and all the public sector workers for suppressing their wages with Bill 124?
So I don't think the Leader of the Opposition really cares about the people and making sure that they keep the costs down, taxes down, because she's voted constantly against us reducing the tax.
There was no apology. Instead, the government brought in its new legislation.
This bill will also make life more affordable for families and businesses across the province. Thank you.
What Premier Ford calls the Get It Done Act would require any future government to hold a referendum on any new carbon tax, even though this government cannot tell future governments what to do. It would ban new highway tolls, but not remove Highway 407 tolls, extend a freeze on driver's license fees, and streamline approvals for infrastructure projects and housing. Their House Leader, Paul Calandra, says it means they won't force Hamilton to extend its urban boundary after consulting with the city.
This will reflect those consultations and will reflect municipal requests.
The opposition says the government is just putting on a show with its new legislation.
This omnibus bill that the government's introducing today is just a distraction from what the government's scandals that they're mired in and what real people in this province are struggling with, which is the cost of living.
The Get It Done Wrong Act is actually going to take Ontario backwards. It's performative politics at its worst.
Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie made an appearance outside the legislature chamber after being elected party leader, saying she's thinking about running for a legislature seat in Milton, but refusing to say if her Liberals would or would not support a carbon tax.
We will come up with a plan for the next election that will be fair to all Ontarians.
And one more notable change at Queen's Park today. A new MPP was introduced to the legislature. Green Party leader Mike Schreiner escorted his new MPP into the chamber. Ashlyn Clancy of the Green Party was elected in a by-election last November in Kitchener. She's the second Green MPP to take a seat in the legislature, doubling the size of the Greens caucus.